Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Today we're going to have a bit of a look into Balenciaga and see what happened. They have done this horrific ad campaign, well two. One had S&M teddy bears with children holding them, surrounded by things that children shouldn't necessarily be surrounded by. Another was of an Adidas handbag with the Supreme Court's ruling on what was considered child SA um, on on it, and there was a picture of the handbag on it. So I want to know why they're bringing up children in this way. What's going on? The Balenciaga have tried to blame ad agencies and stuff like that, but I want to just find out what's motivating whoever created this. If we can find out any information on that, well, what cards have to say about it, at least for entertainment purposes only, of course. So we're going to have a look into that. But before I begin, if you're new here, please subscribe, like and share. It really helps my channel out. If you've been here for a while, thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate you guys. You have got the emotional support covering, but you get extra readings, behind the scenes stuff, all that kind of shiz. That's £2.99 a month if you want to join that. Thank you very much to everyone in the emotional support coven. You guys rock. And let's have a look and see what's happening with Balenciaga. Who did this? Why did they do it? I don't think it's the whole thing Balenciaga as a whole brand. I do think that there's just maybe one person allegedly for entertainment purposes only. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune. This was bound to happen. It was coming along. Maybe they've been mixing with the wrong crowds. We'll see what's crossing it. But these people this person has maybe been getting away with it for such a long time, doing these things in the public eye for so long that it has become to be a justice. Because the Wheel of Fortune is upright in the starting position, this person just did not care. They were quite happy with doing their thing. They were wrapped up in their own little world, and they have come tumbling across justice. The Wheel of Fortune is there to show that this was bound to happen. It was brought on by themselves, brought on by their actions. Now, the King of Swords, what we're getting about this, so maybe Balenciaga are lawyering up, maybe they're being a little bit more choice with how they do things, choice with their words, definitely facing legal action, legal problems with it. And the King of Swords is being brutal, being a businessman. They're trying to maybe lay blame with somebody, maybe with the legal department or another agency. But what we have here is the Seven of Wands. They feel like they are being attacked. They feel like they're being on the defensive with this. They're very glad though that they're using the King of Swords, because that's up right there. But this is something they have brought on themselves. There's somebody to do with it. They feel like they have to shut things down a bit. That's an interesting point. We've got the Five of Pentagrams coming into the situation. Is there something about being out in the cold? Something about being stepped out? Something about being shut outside? Now, this could be from society. This could be somebody within the team that doesn't necessarily feel part of it. Maybe it's somebody who... It's interesting. The Emperor, okay. So they are going to come across and meet with this energy. this legal system, systems of government, almost like they're getting judged. With the Five of Cups there, there's a sense of regret, a sense of loss. And the Ace of Pentagrams, they were really hoping to do something different with this story. But we've got lost there. They really wanted to drive things through and bring things through with money. They were well aware of the risk, guys. There is an awareness of the risk. And the High Priestess there, it does feel like they're trying to place the blame with maybe, this sounds really weird, but maybe they're going to come out and say, well, we've just got a weird perception, we've got a weird ideals. They're going to try and get out of it, but they're going to actually make the situation worse with the sense of loss there. Which is really weird. I do feel like there's going to be like some creative person coming around and blaming the patriarchy for this and our sense of seeing things with this. We've got the High Priestess. Somebody is very kind of trying to hide things. Somebody's going to be kind of more hidden hand stuff coming out. Somebody here feels like they're pushed out of society and they live on the edges. And they've took this brand to a place that is confused, that doesn't line up with values. But Balenciaga just thinks maybe it's a way to attack them. Because at the end of the day, why would they put something out that they didn't stand behind? With justice crossing them, this was always going to be coming on in. With the Emperor there, I'm feeling like this is the patriarchy. They're going to come out and say, oh, well, look at how it's a man's world. This is how we view things. We didn't do anything wrong. They've got loss and regret around it because they're going to lose a lot of money. And here with the risk, they knew the risk, but with the High Priestess there, it feels like there's going to be more stuff hidden. Now, why did this person choose those images? Why did this person choose those images? I want to know more. Tell me why those person chose those images. Three of Cups, hedonism, party lifestyle. There's 3 people involved in these images. Knight of Cups. Okay. There's a sense of enjoying yourself a lot. Enjoy yourself a bit too much. With the Knight of Cups there's a romantic ideal and a younger kind of almost male energy. It could be tomboyish energy. This person likes to party and likes to have the finer things a bit too much. They may well be obsessed a little with death. With the 4 of Swords there, you can find that this is definitely somebody who is maybe having a timeout, maybe having a pause in what they're doing. That's interesting. They could well be obsessed with death. And with the 5 of Swords, so underneath, there is some sneaky behaviour and coercive behaviour to try and get themselves out of this situation. Now, I feel this person was the 5 of Pentacles. And then we have the 10 of Swords leading into it. So they do feel like they've been stabbed in the back. They do feel like they are put out from they're very damaged. They're very isolated and they're very damaged. And that was before this. They're on it. Okay. they're in two minds here with the Two of Swords. They're weighing up whether to say anything legally, do anything legally, speak their mind. She's going to be forced to walk away. They are going to blame patriarchy and things like that. She is going to be forced to leave and walk away. But what we have is the moon there, and with the cups at the starting point, I believe this person is got too much of a party lifestyle. There's a disjoint from reality, there's a disjoint to her truth, and there's a disjoint to how she, the High Priestess, how she feels about the world. It's almost like there's a mental illness there. What's on her mind is the action that's happening on the internet. She's very sensitive to it. There's an 8 of Wands going backwards and forwards. There's this very kind of sensitive issue around that. She doesn't want to feel attacked. She doesn't want to feel done. And it's a fall from grace and a fall from glory. And it's a very public fall from glory that she's worried about. I do feel like that if she has got any ties with Balenciaga, it's actually going to be moved away with the 8 of Cups there. With the Emperor there, it does feel like Balenciaga are going to come out and maybe blame the system, blame men or whatever. But they've had this kind of wild card, this person who's quite damaged, this person who's quite separate from society there. And there has been sneaky behaviour. There has been things taken advantage for, taken just as for granted in a way. She's in two minds. There'll be something legal. She may well come out swinging and say something. But there is a disjoint in how she sees the world. There is a disjoint in what she does. But she's very aware that she may well be getting attacked with the 8 of Wands there. The information flowing backwards and forwards. And with the put my teeth in with the she doesn't want the oppression. She doesn't want to fall down. She doesn't want it, but she's going to get it. She's going to get a hard knock. Creativity showing that she's very stifled. Creativity showing that her creativity is going to be basically stopped in a way. She's not going to have much of a say, and she's going to be forced to move on when she doesn't necessarily want to. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I think there's more to it than that's going on. I think you have a very damaged kind of individual here who has been given more creative control than is possibly normal or anyone else would have given her in a way. I do feel like she's going to be made a step back from it, and I do feel like her creativity is going to be stifled, and like work is going to necessarily drive up. Money is not necessarily a problem here for her, but she is very damaged. She is seen as somebody who is out of society, out of the loop, somebody that wouldn't fit in with society. But that's because she's been very damaged in a way, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. She's having to force to be quiet. She's having to force to have a time out. With the 5 of Swords, there's some behaviours behind that. There's some behaviours where she's just had too much excess with the Knight of Cups and the 3 of Cups. There's a bit too much partying, and it's led her down this road. It's led her down this place. The moon in reverse, yeah, there's a lot of kind of murky criminal. Maybe she's been influenced a little bit by the wrong people, but yeah, this is dark. But she will walk away from it. She's gonna not want to be walk away, and she's creativity is gonna get stifled and put back. So there you go. That's what I'm seeing. What do you guys see? Is there anything you'd like to add? Is there anything you'd like to take away? Let me know. Let me know what you think in the reading of the reading down below in the comments. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.